Few days ago, someone on my YouTube channel asked me that how they can be able to come to Australia. So I found a visa which can bring you to Australia. Alright, so as you can see on this screen, this is a skilled work regional provisional visa main applicant. Subclass is 491. This is a provisional visa. It is for skilled workers who want to live and work in regional Australia. So this is the easiest way to come to Australia. This visa is for the people with less skilled and less qualification requirement. So with this visa, you can stay in Australia for 5 years, live, work and study in a designated regional area of Australia. The reason you can get this visa so easily because you have to live in regional Australia. You cannot be able to live in metropolitan city area like Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide or Darwin. You have to live far from these cities on a farm, on a countryside for 5 years at least. Then you can be able to get a permanent residence on this visa. Apply for permanent residence after 3 years from the time your visa is granted. So even though this visa is for 5 years, but after 3 years living here in Australia, you can be able to apply for permanent residence. You must be nominated to apply by a state or territory government agency, or an eligible relative must sponsor you. So if a state or territory doesn't nominate you to apply for this visa, you have to have some relatives here to sponsor you. And if you have a brother, sister or cousin or uncle or auntie, they can all sponsor you for this visa and you will be able to get this visa very easily. Have an occupation list on relevant skilled occupation list. Have a suitable skill assessment for the occupation. So your occupation has to be assessed by one of the Australian authority. So VET assess is normally the assessing authority which assess lower skilled people with less qualification. Alright, be invited to apply, satisfy the points test. Submit an expression of interest EOI in skill select to let us know you would like to apply for this visa. So if you go on to this link, skill select, okay, use skill select to make an expression of interest if you are a skilled worker or a business person from overseas who wants to migrate to Australia. All EOI must be completed online using skill select, and EOI is not a visa application and there is no fee to create or submit EOI in skill select. For certain programs, you may be required to participate in a skill assessment or appropriate point test. You will be able to complete an EOI even if you don't meet the pass mark, but you will not be eligible to be invited to apply for a visa. Okay, you need to log in onto skill select, and here is this page, and you have to, and if you don't have that, you need to sign up for it. Okay, EOI in skill select. Once you have completed your EOI, it is stored in skill select and is valid for 2 years. Incomplete EOI will also be stored for 2 years but will not be eligible to receive an invitation. You can access your EOI and update your information at any time. It is your responsibility to access your EOI and update your details if your circumstances change. It will be too late to update your EOI if you receive an invitation to lodge visa application. You may want to update your EOI if you have gained new work experience, you have gained higher qualification, you have improved your English language ability, or your family makeup has changed. These changes may also affect your points score and may improve your ranking. If you have received 2 invitations and you don't lodge visa application in response to either of these invitation, or if you receive an invitation to lodge a visa application for a permanent or provisional visa and are subsequently granted this visa. EOI ID number and password. So obviously you have not set up your account yet. So to set up your account, what you need to do, you need to go onto this link. So just copy and paste the link you see in the URL address and you are onto this page. So here the terms and conditions, you can read it in your free time, and here you select this. I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions. I understand that department will communicate with me electronically about this EOI. Click next, and here Relationship status. When completing your expression of interest, you should select partner as your relationship status. If you have a spouse or de facto partner, the department's definition of these terms are available at this website. Do not use the relationship status engaged if this person is also your de facto partner. You should ensure this information remain current throughout the life of your EOI. Click next, and here you need to put your family name, given name, sex, country of birth, passport number, citizenship, other passport detail. So then you have to click next, and then that's how you need to keep filling out these information they will ask you on the next page. And then once you have submitted this form, then you will have your EOI ID number and your password. And then with your EOI ID number and password, you can log in and you can give the expression of interest. What it says here on this page, that use a skill select to make an expression of interest if you are a skilled worker or business person from overseas who wants to migrate to Australia. So this was some information about this visa subclass 491, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.